Hi everybody, Shane of Shane Plays here, and this video is going to be a quick look at the Lost City of Gaxmoor conversion to 5e. Just got it in a couple of days ago from Trollord Games. I did their Kickstarter for this, and what this is going to be, just real quick, hopefully 5 minutes or less, just first impressions of this product. And if you're not familiar with the Lost City of Gaxmoor, it's what I would call a mega dungeon. The Kickstarter described it as a sandbox adventure. And according to the Kickstarter page, it says we are converting the 5th edition of the world's most popular role-playing game. We are converting to the 5th edition of the world's most popular role-playing game. It was originally written and published for Castles and Crusades, but it was the brainchild of and written by Ernie and Luke Gygax, the sons of, Gary Gygax, co-creator Gary E. Gygax, and Gygax playtested this, the original version of it. So that's pretty interesting. Here's some of what it includes. 59 fully developed encounter areas outside the city walls, 70 fully developed encounter areas inside the city walls, the labyrinth beneath the city proper, 70 magical statues, pools and areas of interest fully developed for campaign play, an overarching objective for those who desire campaign-style play. So it can either be a sort of a sandbox or has kind of an overarching kind of campaign thread if you want. Best of both worlds. Over a dozen maps of all the relevant areas, NPCs and areas of refuge, new monsters, and new magic items. So some further down, it talks about on this Kickstarter page that it's designed for parties that range from 1 to 18 with only minor adjustments to monsters in the encounter. So you can literally do it as a duet play between just the GM, the castle keeper, the DM, whatever, and the player, one player, all the way up to 18 players. So that's pretty great. So what I really want to talk about is I want to give a shout out to Trollord Games. I was very impressed when I pulled all this out of the box. Hold on, my mice are over here making noise. Are you going to stop making noise? He's drinking. Anyway, it looks great. I was impressed with it the minute I pulled it out. It's got plenty of art. It's laid out well. The pages are kind of brown, which is, kind of parchment-y, which is very, very typical for a Castles of Crusades type project, Trollord Games project. So it looks really good. So this thing is just one big sandbox adventure, mega dungeon, whatever you want to call it. I'm very impressed with the hardback. It looks good. It's got some nice art on the cover. And again, there's some little bit of history here that the sons of Gary Gygax wrote and created this, and that Gary Gygax actually helped play test this. So that's pretty cool. Let's look at some other stuff that came with it. Again, I'm mainly wanting to give a shout out to Trollord Games. By the way, Trollord is here I'm in the Little Rock area. Trollord's here. I love Steve and all those guys. And I'm just, really impressed with everything that came. Got a nice poster. Looks really good. So kind of almost looks like the Colosseum in Rome there. Got a nice big map here. So to help, I don't know if you give that to the players yet or not. I don't think so because it's marked with, but I mean, it's got areas and numbers all over it. I mean, this thing has so many areas to check out. It's like this map has chicken pox. I mean, it's just got stuff all over it. So if you're looking to just dig in and have a very fun encounter-based series of adventures or campaign, I mean, this is looking promising, folks. Looking very promising. Got this little booklet with it, The Weapons of Gaxmoor. And it's just full of cool weapons in there, named weapons. I'll just give you an example of Vapag. It's a bladed handguard two-handed falchion. And it's got the history of it. It was one of the possible combination weapons designed by their brothers Lugax and Ergax. I wonder who that is. Yeah, and it says it's got legendary status and sentience and personality. So all kinds of cool magical named weapons in here. It's just a booklet full of them, whether you want to use it in your Lost City of Gaxmoor adventures or not. Use them however. There's another cool book in here. It's the 5e The Long Valley by Mr. Stephen Chenault, if you can see that. And this is an overland adventure that allows the characters to explore the whole 30-mile stretch of country. The challenges range from the monsters to the terrain itself. Originally designed for the use with the Lost City of Gaxmoor, but easily portable to any setting or game. So, so this is kind of the 30-mile stretch of country around the Lost City. So you can use it independently or with it, little short adventures and encounters and stuff like that. And then finally, you got a lot of maps of Gaxmoor. I picked up a couple extra pages with it. By Ernest Gary Gygax Jr. and Luke Gygax, and art by Peter Bradley. And this is just a ton of maps. Look at all these maps. It's just a ton of maps that you can use with the Lost City of Gaxmoor. Most of them aren't in color, but some of them are. Well, they're all in color, but some of them are understated sort of colors. But you've just got, I mean, this is all maps. You could all, you could 3-hole bind it and just have all these maps and everything. So you get these maps, you get those extra booklets, you get the campaign book itself, you get the poster, you get that glossy map that has all the things all over it. I'm really impressed. So just want to give another shout out to Trollord Games and Luke and Ernie Gygax, and a belated shout out to, or a posthumous shout out to Gary Gygax for helping, playtest this and everything. I'm looking forward to digging into it. I've been wanting to do a big mega dungeon style campaign for a long time, and I think this is going to be it. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time on Shane Plays.